What's good, everybody? It's your boy Rexonmax, and today on this FGC Quickie, we're going to be talking about the KOF 15 matchmaking, which seems to be so bad that, as you see behind me, there's an actual website dedicated to it. So we're going to get into that. Let's go. So KOF 15 has recently been released. It's a great game. We got Team Southtown actually in the game, who I'm hyped for. I've been looking up some KOF lore lately, and it's some really cool stuff. That lore is actually pretty cool, pretty deep. It's one of the better lores in the FGC. Not better than Street Fighter. Steven, man, don't come for me. Please don't. But it's actually pretty cool. And Ryuji Yamazaki, I can see why he's one of everybody's favorite characters. Pretty cool guy. But Billy Kane and Geese Howard, they have great stories also. If you're familiar with the KOF 15 franchise, you know that. But today we're actually here talking about the matchmaking. So the matchmaking online in KOF 15 seems to be extremely broken, seems to be extremely horrible. As you can see, so much that they have a dedicated website for it. So if we look here on the website, it says, is KOF 15's matchmaking still broken? Yes, it's been broken since release day February 17, 2022. No, the Team Southtown patch did not fix the matchmaking. Then it goes on to say, ever since the King of Fighters 15 has been released, a large amount of players are unable to find opponents online or have to wait up to 30 minutes when queuing up for casual or ranked games. This happens on PC, PS4, PS5, and Xbox. So this is kind of different. I remember when Melty Blood Type Illumina came out, it seems like people were having more issues on the PC version than they was having on the PS4 version. So it seems like this one is across the board. When Melty Blood Type Illumina came out, it was having all types of netcode issues. So much to a point to where they were saying if you didn't let the intros roll, if you just skipped the intros to the matches that you were doing, the connection will be horrible. So it seems like it's different here. It's widespread. So it goes on to say how it feels that players are paid $60 for a game that's virtually unplayable, blase. And then if you scroll down more here, you see that there's so much more information on this website. Now the website, if you haven't seen it, is called Is KOF 15 Matchmaking Still Broken.com. Yes, that's what it's called. But I wanted to discuss this because it seems like with these newer fighting games that we've had that's coming out since like the pandemic, the major three ones we had was Guilty Gear Strive, we had Melty Blood Type Lumina, now we got KOF 15. Now with Guilty Gear Strive, it wasn't so much that the netcode was bad or it was horrible, but one of the things that people didn't like was the lobby system. So the lobby system was so frustrating and so hard to do that a lot of people was just frustrated with being online playing the game. It wasn't a netcode really issue at all. It was more so just the lobby system. People just felt like it had a lobby system that was just totally unnecessary and just didn't work, or they didn't like it. Then with Melty Blood Type Illumina, we saw before that it definitely had some netcode issues when it came out. Frames dropping. There was a video that Sejan made where he was just having just the worst time trying to play the game online. Now we get here to KOF 15, and the matchmaking is pretty horrible, so much to a point to where they're saying people are waiting up to 30 minutes just to play someone. Then it also says on here that people who didn't have issues, they would just typically play the same person over and over again. So yeah, you don't have to wait 30 minutes, but you're going to play the same guy or the same people. So it seems like these games that have come out recently in our pandemic era, when fighting games were releasing, you expect them to come out, and we hear they're going to have rollback and stuff like that, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is going to be amazing. It's the games that are going to get us through the pandemic. But it seems like they're coming out with some internet issues, or some online issues, I should say. Now, we should be, a little bit more, I feel, patient, because when this whole pandemic thing happened, everybody had to, scramble to make sure that the online was really perfect, because in this era now, you have to have the most absolute, complete internet connection or online connection, because with this pandemic, at the time these games were coming out, we were still kind of iffy on if we were going to go back to offline modes or offline tournaments or offline meetups. So like I said, with Guilty Gear Strive, it was kind of different. It was just like a direction that they went with the game, but it still was affecting online play, whether people wanted to play it or not. So I'm hoping KOF 15 can get this handled, because this game, I mean, it has the potential to be dope. It has the potential to be great. We're hearing some content creators actually saying that they don't want to play the game. They'd rather just go and play like Guilty Gear Strive, just because of how bad the matchmaking and stuff is. And I mean, I'm sure if you just go type in KOF 15 matchmaking on YouTube, you see that for yourself. But I mean, I'm hopeful. I'm hoping that they will go ahead and release this. There have been plenty patches. Fix this. There have been plenty patches for KOF 15. It's just that this is the most major one with the Team Southtown update. I even feel like on here, yeah, they tell you all the different. Right here, you'll see they tell you all the different patches that the game has had. Up to this Team Southtown one, and SNK just hasn't addressed it, or they just haven't done anything about it. And it also shows here, like, when you see the notes on the patch, when you see the comments on the patch notes, all people are talking about is matchmaking. So hopefully they can get this fixed, because this is a game I'm seeing everybody's enjoying. Everybody's enjoying the story for it. Everybody wants it to succeed. Everybody's having fun with it. So I hope this is something that they can go ahead and fix. We don't want this to carry on for too long. I mean, these 3 games can be the trinity that hold us down throughout this pandemic era that we're still in, as we continue to go further and further and bringing back offline events. So tell me what you guys think about it. Has the matchmaking been that horrible for you? Do you think SNK will go ahead and fix it, even though it seems like they're taking their time doing it? Maybe they're still trying to figure some stuff out. Hopefully it's nothing too serious that they found to where it's just like, oh, this is going to take a little bit longer than they thought. So hopefully they just be patient with us. But this is your boy Rexonmax for another FGC Quickie. Peace out.